Welcome to the Practical Thoughts channel. In this video we talk about how your personality affects your health. Doctors found through observation that some people who had suffered from heart disease had personalities that were different from those of other patients. They are more competitive, more combative, more positive in words and deeds, energetic and ambitious. Researchers call this type of behavior type A personality, which is characterized by hostility. When the target is blocked, that is, frustrated, they become hostile and aggressive. They are easily frustrated, and frustration can make them behave unfriendly or even vicious. When you see a person yelling and kicking at the vending machine, it may be the hostility shown by people with type A personality. Early studies on type A personality indicate that it is an independent risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hostile people are irritable, and even a small setback, such as misplaced car keys or queuing in a retail store, can irritate them. In this case, the hostile person will obviously become unhappy, and sometimes even become rude, uncooperative, or even hostile. Studies have now found that hostility is an important predictor of cardiovascular disease. Many studies have shown that hostility is related to body inflammation, which is marked by an increase in the number of white blood cells in the blood. Doctors have long known that chronic inflammation is related to coronary heart disease, so it is recommended that people at risk of disease take an aspirin every day, because aspirin can reduce inflammation. However, the study by Surtees et al. Verified the direct link between hostility and increased white blood cell counts for the first time. Although the increase in the number of white blood cells is not related to hostility, it is statistically significant. Even after considering other risk factors that lead to chronic inflammation, such as age, gender, smoking history, and alcohol abuse, they remain significant. Chronic inflammation may be the link between hostility and cardiovascular disease. Type A personality is very sensitive to loss of control. They will do their best to gain control. Their specific thinking and behavior patterns bring more severe, frequent, or longer stress to their lives. They are born with a stronger cardiovascular response to stress. This may indicate that genetic factors are what make some people susceptible to cardiovascular disease. How does hostile type A damage the arteries? Strong hostility and aggressiveness can lead to resistance-evasion reactions. This response includes an increase in blood pressure, which is accompanied by constriction of arteries, rapid heartbeat, and increased blood transfusion per heartbeat. In short, the human body suddenly carries more blood through smaller arteries. These changes can cause damage to the inner wall of the artery and cause minor wear and tear. The abrasion will become a place where cholesterol and fat accumulate. In addition to the mechanical abrasion on the arterial wall, pressure hormones are also released into the blood in the resistance-evasion reaction, which may cause arterial damage and subsequent fat accumulation in the arterial wall. With the accumulation of fat molecules inside the arteries become narrower and narrower, which will cause arteriosclerosis, or hardening or blockage of the arteries. When the arteries that supply the heart muscle are blocked, the blood supply to the heart continues to be insufficient, which can lead to a heart attack. At the same time, many studies have shown that fighting stress, good health, a good immune system, and longevity are all related to optimism. Taking type A personality as an example above, it explains how personality affects health. Therefore, a healthy personality is very important to physical health. The Practical Thoughts channel will also introduce several typical different personality disorders later. Our channel considers some interesting questions from the perspectives of social engineering, personality psychology, logic, statistics, genetics, and so on. We hope you enjoy the Practical Thoughts channel. By discussing useful knowledge and building consensus, we help each other reduce anxiety, doubts and unnecessary fears, and improve our ability to defend ourselves when encountering fraud. A broad consensus is an effective guarantee for maintaining a good living environment. You are welcome to share different views. Your support is the biggest motivation for our efforts. Thank you for watching our video.